The first was established in Sydney in May of 1987, the second last weekend at Brisbane's Albion Park.
I get more thrills out of driving Rowley and winning than I would with all the money there is. It's just, you can't explain it. Winning and driving a horse like that is much better than all the luxuries.
Most trainers are happy to get their hands on a good horse. A lucky few find maybe one champion in a lifetime. Kevin Rivett has the honour to own, train and drive a veritable freak. Rowleyalla's a 3-year-old gelding who seems to float over the ground in that loose flowing hobble. It's only when you look at a stopwatch that you realise he does a heck of a lot more than float. In May of last year, assisted by 2 galloping pacemakers, he set a world's record for a 2-year-old on a half-mile track when he paced a mile in 1 minute 55 at Sydney's Harold Park. That awesome stride is just as effective in races as it is in time trials. In fact, Rowley has recorded 23 wins and 9 placings from 35 starts so far for prize money well in excess of $347,000. But the Albion Park time trial put the seal on his greatness.
Rowleyalla in front. There's all sorts of records in front of him. Rowleyalla holding the prompter, who still can't catch him. They hit the line the last quarter in 28 and 7, 1:52.6.
1 minute 52.6, a world's record for a 3-year-old gelding on a 1,000-metre track and a new Australian record for a horse of any age. Rowleyalla has profoundly affected the lives of Kevin Rivett and his family. Since Rowleyalla arrived, things haven't been quite the same down on the farm.
He's more one of the family than his earning potential, because otherwise he'd obviously been sold. We've been offered quite a lot of money for him. But just boiled down to the fact one night Kevin and I sat down and I said, well, I don't want to influence you, but I really would hate to see anyone else with the horse, you know, because he's so much part of us.
It was on Kevin's private training track that he first sensed Rowleyalla was an unusual horse. Did he feel a good horse from those early days?
Always, yeah. He always had a lot of brain. And the first day he took his first step in a hobble, he looked like he had reaching for plenty of ground, and I thought he'd be okay.
When did you know how quick he could go?
Well, I knew he had plenty there, but I never really hunted him up. But you could feel there was always more there if you wanted it, you know. And he used to work reasonable times when I was just going around mediocre, so I thought there was a chance there was plenty of speed there.
Stock markets may rise and fall, but the brokers of the racing game know that a horse like Rowleyalla is blue-chip stock. For the Rivetts, though, the horse is more than an investment and definitely not for sale.
I mean, money's different things to different people, but money to you is only as good as what you want to do with the money. And if what you want, more than anything in life, is to have a horse of his calibre and his personality, then you're better off with the horse.
It'd buy you everything you wanted, but I'd probably spend most of that to get another Rowleyalla.
Rowleyalla, what a horse, only 3 years old and as sound as a bell with season after season of racing ahead of him. Lou, how would you like to own a share of him?
It'd certainly be pretty handy, Johnny, but money's not the most important thing in your life, as long as you're happy. The unfortunate thing about that saying, I only hear the wealthy people say it.